Hello, hello, hello there, everybody. My name's Golden Arcadia, and today we will be playing some more Fate Grand Order. So I finally have enough points in order to continue. I've farmed a couple days today and yesterday after the stream. Anyways, how about we just jump into it? I don't know how much longer this event is going to take, but I'm assuming not that much longer since we already have the level 80 mission. So we're probably getting the level 90 mission soon, and then we're gonna get a the 90 plus afterwards. All right, let me switch over to full screen. Ugh. Where am I? I remember the Dragon Castle collapsing, but after that, what was that? I finally found you. A glowing shark? I'm here to welcome you on behalf of Owadatsumi no Kami. Now come, sit on my back, and I will take you to Wadatsumi no Miya right away. Just leave me alone. Isora! Wait. Isora! You've been hurt more than enough. Come stay with us, and you can live your life in peace. The time of the gods is coming to an end. There's no point in you remaining on the surface any longer. The boundary tying the human world to ours is already closed. It feels like forever since I was last on land. I doubt I would recognize anything up there any longer. Even so, the only place the things I do remember still exist. So I'd like to stay here to make sure I don't forget them, or at least watch over the place where they exist from here. I'd like to do that until my body turns to stone, if I could. I see. Your mind's made up. Very well then. Thousands, tens of thousands of nights from now, someone will come search for these treasured pearls. I will leave them in your care. I could not keep the two worlds connected, but knowing you, Isora, I am certain you will be able to do so again one day. Is this a vision from Asumi no Isora's past? Good grief. What are you doing here? What are you doing peering around in here? Do you make it a habit going around and invading people's privacy? With your smartphone? You formed a temporary contract with Chikagi, right? That must have forged some connections between us two. Anyway, now you know how I ended up in possession of the pearls. Although even now, I don't know what that white shark was talking about at the end. I'm not all that different from Umisachiko. I'm not a great friend to humans. I don't care about this world's future. So, what happened on the surface? Well, now that you've come this far, I guess I don't mind telling you. You can help me kill time while we wait for that giant turtle to finish digesting us. One day, long ago, I was born on the surface. I couldn't remember a thing. I had no idea who I even was. But then, someone came and found me. A young girl named Yuta. You really don't remember anything? What am I supposed to call you if you don't even know your own name? Then, since I found you at the Iso, the rocky beach, I'll call you Isora. Ridiculous, right? You'd think she was naming a monster or something. At any rate, that was the beginning of our strange little life together. Yuta taught me all sorts of things. How to fish, how to build a fire, and what this world was like. She told me how there had been a great war where lots of people who had died, including her tribe. She said her clan had practiced bizarre rituals, and the surrounding tribes despised them for it. So anyone who learned she used to belong to that tribe would inevitably treat her badly. Terribly. She couldn't even build a house without it being burned down. So she could barely escape by in a cave rather than a proper home. Still, we persevered. Even when we didn't have enough to eat, we would share with each other, laugh at nothing in particular, together, argue with each other. At night, we'd gaze up at the stars together. As I settled into my life there, I got a better sense of what things were like around me. Humans would keep warring and stealing from each other over and over again. If they managed to extend their territory, they'd start another war so they could expand more. There was no end to their greed. I started out my life not knowing anything, and all I ended up learning was just how foolish humans were. Isora. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. There's more to humans than that, right? Well, just hold your horses a little longer. I won't take too much of your time. Anyway, people were dying like that all over. There were so many dead bodies scattered around, I couldn't even bother to try and count them. By the way, what do you think happens to people when they die? Maybe things are a little different nowadays, but back then, whenever someone died, they leave behind nasty emotions like pain and hatred that went on lingering in the world. Yuta's tribe was meant to open an otherworldly gate and send those nasty lingering emotions out of this world. But with her tribe gone, all that resentment kept piling up as new people died. And eventually it all came together, becoming a monstrous calamity. You mean that giant turtle? The calamity knew nothing of friend or foe. It was like a storm. It attacked every village it could find, growing bigger and bigger with each life it took. But what can be done? That was all it knew from the moment it was born. Eventually, someone said they should make that girl send the monster away. We tried to run, of course, but the other people were desperate too, and they caught me. That's when they beat my face to a pulp, but that didn't matter. They used me as a hostage to force Yuta to open the gate. She should have just left me and run away. Instead, she agreed. They sent her out to face the monster, alone. Yuta did her best to open the gate by copying what she'd seen her tribe do before. But unfortunately, the gate she opened didn't lead anywhere. It became a rift between this world and the next, swallowing the monster, Yuta, and everyone who had blamed us for what was happening. In the end, all that was left was the ocean and me. That's my story. So yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to tell you, honest. Looking back now, most of my memories really sucked. Well, there was at least one that was genuinely beautiful. Still, right now, I have nothing. I hate humans. I have no power, and I don't even have anything left to protect. I really just answered this summon on a whim, which is all well and good. But then I finally find that turtle again. All I can do is get myself eaten. Damn it. I knew a god like me should have just stayed shut away down at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, I could have stayed there until this whole world was wiped completely clean. Don't you go shutting yourself away now, you big idiot. Easy there, Chica. Just calm down, okay? Katsuragi? Oh, you're both here as well? I don't think I've ever had so many visitors. I'd offer you tea and snacks, but there's not a lot of those to go around at the bottom of the ocean. Of course, if you want, you can always help yourselves to some of those rocks. That right there. That's what I'm talking about. You just can't be honest with us. Not even for a single second, can you, asshole? Isora. Yes, Hibiki? Please don't suggest you'd better be you'd be better off alone. That's so sad. It was the same with me. I didn't know anything at all until I met Chica. Now I know how big the world is and how it is full of beauty and nature and kind people. But you already know that all that yourself too, don't you? So then, why say such sad things? You're right. The world isn't ugly to the core. We wouldn't have beautiful things without ugly ones to compare them to. But the reverse is also true. As long as beautiful things exist, ugly things will come to continue to do so as well. That's how the universe maintains balance. Jesus Christ! What an asshole. Jeez. Alright, sorry. That's how the universe maintains balance. Kindness, beauty, those things aren't as valuable as you think. And that's not even getting to how I'm very much not on the beautiful side of things. I'm ugly. I know that. A god. I should never have formed ties with anyone. Like I said earlier, I only answered this summon on a whim. What kind of whim? Please tell me. It's important. Alright. You heard those girls' story, yes? You know how Chikagi found Hibiki, a star, in the deepest depths of a labyrinth back when she was a child? Well, as I got to know them better after choosing them to be my vessel, I found myself growing somewhat interested in them. I thought, maybe these girls would take me away from here just like they did before. Maybe that way I could change, become someone different. For example, maybe I could become a light that is neither beautiful nor ugly, but only shines bright. Maybe I could be like one of those stars in the sky we can't see from here. Yeah, never mind. Just a wild flight of fancy. Huh? You? What are you doing here? No way. Is that her, Chica? Is that the girl Isora was just telling us about? Stop it! Huh? That shadow is just a hallucination formed from my regrets. I've been seeing it ever since I materialized. The part of my heart that just wants to stop thinking about all this made it an excuse to keep going. That's all. But as you can see, it just hates me, blames me for not being able to leave this place and go, well, anywhere. It's nothing more than a mean-spirited hallucination. Really? No, I don't know if I agree. No way. Is that the Castella I gave you? Have you been keeping that this whole time? But why bring it out now? Ah, are you giving that to me? Yes, that's right. It was always like that with us, wasn't it? No matter how little we had to eat, we always shared it. Can I see your face? It's so dark here. I can barely make it out. Ah, damn it. This stupid cloth keeps getting in the way. Forget this. What's going on? Isora? Your face, it's shining like crazy. Yuta? Is that you? Ah, you're dazzling, Isora. So that's your real face. Okay, that's nice and sweet. Nice. That's the level 90 mission. All right, we could do the next one. Master, are you awake? Ah, I'm so glad you're alive, Chan Mas. Why did I Jesus. Wah! I'm so glad you're alive, Chan Mas. I mean, we figured you must be since you hadn't disappeared or anything, but we're still super worried. How did we escape the Dragon Castle? I'll tell you. It's because Chikachi and Hibikachi used the Time Epic Pearl right before the giant turtle swallowed them whole. Thanks to them, we were able to make it back to the water's surface, but I'm afraid those two in Seabold weren't so lucky. Don't worry, they're okay. And I'm guessing Seabold and Ine are too. Huh? How'd you know that, Master? Never mind that now. Where'd the ship come from? From me! I stole it. Otohime, you did this? Teehee. It was nothing. My Crocs did all the hard work. Croc, croc, croc! They're exceptional navigators. Seriously, what are these things? Oh, and please don't worry about Lady Otaki. I made sure to leave some Crocs behind the garter. Damn, Ototo. You really are on top of things. You really pulled our butts out of the fire. We'd be stranded in the middle of the ocean doing who knows what if not for you. Only, how did you know to come out here and bail us out of trouble just when we needed it? Again, I noticed the water near the Dragon Castle had become quite turbulent. That suggested to me Lord Player was in trouble, so I came as quickly as I could. Although, I suppose this means my Dragon Castle is no more. I'm sorry, we can protect it. No, that's alright. That castle was never meant to be here in the first place. More importantly, what were you gonna do now? I can't imagine the cannons on this ship will be much help. Let's fall back to Dejima for now. We need to reformulate our strategy. Umisashi Hiko as Isora. The pearls and even the Holy Grail now. How can we fight someone with so many advantages? Think. There must be a way. You could always just throw yourselves into the ocean. Jump on my back, and I'll even take you to Hahanokuni myself. Just be ready for it to be a one-way trip. Iwabune. No, wait. That's Umisashi Hiko. This is like something out of a kaiju movie. Damn, looks like he's not gonna Damn, it looks like he's not gonna make escaping easy. I finally have everything I need to make my long-held wish come true. All that remains is to see it through. But first, I need to make sure none of you can interfere. What is it you're trying to do anyway? When I found myself summoned here, treasure pearls in hand, I knew this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Unfortunately, I lacked the command I had hoped for over the pearls. The only thing I was able to draw through the gate was this abomination. The monstrous calamity used to seal the way. But now, I not only have the pearls, I also have the shrine maidens who can open the gate and the Holy Grail to boot. What's more, this very land itself is the largest gate in all this isolated country. With all these pieces in place, I can use that gate to open a path to Wadatsumi no Miya. Then I will pay a visit to Wadatsumi no Kami and lift this damn curse from the Age of the Gods once and for all. And if that means I must bind this world to the next, so be it. Huh? This is ridiculous. You want to connect this world to the afterlife? This age is nothing like the Age of the Gods. There's no telling what consequences for doing something like that might be. Really? What do you think would happen, Ototo? How should I know? That alone would be enough to turn this minute point into a full-blown singularity. And it certainly wouldn't stop there. I see. Fortunately for you, I don't care about that. Still, once my wish is granted, I might be willing to join you for the aftermath. Perhaps it will be a widespread devastation, or perhaps they'll all simply disappear. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. We're not gonna let that happen. No way. I don't like that look in your eyes, Master of Chaldea. Those are the eyes of a man whose spirit is nowhere close to breaking. If I spare you now, you'll become a problem later. So no more fun and games. I might end at you permanently. That's the only way to be sure you will not be a problem in the future. Ah, crap. There's no way this ship can take a direct hit from that. Ding! Full speed ahead, Croc. Show him what we're made of, Croc. Let's do this, Croc. They're pushing the ship? You mean you've been doing this all the way back in the bay? We'll head straight for Dejima. We stand a better chance of fighting him on land than at sea. Good thinking, Otohime. Do you really think I would just let you get away? A flimsy ship like that can't possibly... Huh? What's going on? Look, Chanmas, the turtle's all glowy. Is that the same light? What did you do to the pearls? What are you? What is that? Is it a servant? That's Isora. That's Isobe? But how is he flying? And why is he glowing? A god that lurks at the bottom of the sea and shows himself high above it. So that's it. That's Asumino. Jesus Christ. That's Asumino Isora's true identity. Huh? What are you talking about, Professor Melochi? Remember what I told you before? About how Asumino Isora was slow to answer Empress Jingu's summons? It wasn't actually because he was ashamed of how he looked. It's probably because it happened in autumn. In autumn? What does that have to do with anything? Yes, I'm sure the Empress waited a very long time indeed. Because Asumino Isora hides in the summer, appears at dawn in the fall, and glows brightest in winter. He rises from the sea as years roll on, only to inevitably return once more. For people of ancient times, especially sailors, it was a very special guidepost. So special, it was revered as a god. Yes, not only is Asumino Isora a god of the sea, he's also the god of a star that was deified for generations. A god of a star? That's right. The cloth isn't to hide a hideous face. It was to seal away the light he emitted from his own body, the very light we're seeing now. In Egypt, his star was known as Sodept. In China, it was called Tianliang, or Heavenly Wolf. It's been compared to Orion's hunting dog, and it's famous for being the brightest star in the night sky. That star in this name is Sirius. What? What the hell's going on? What are we doing all the way up here? For that matter, what the hell happened to me? Wow, this is amazing. So this is what it feels like to become a star. Oh, look. There are all the others. Go on, Hibiki. Wave to them. You want us to wave to them now? Could you two keep it down, please? Oh, sorry. All right. Take a look down there. See our enemy? The giant turtle that swallowed us whole? Well, we have both the treasured pearls now. You know what we have to do next, right? Oh, jeez. What do you want us to do now? Well, for starters, let's try parting it. What is this? What is she doing? It can't be. The tide ebbing pearl? No way. The whole sea just parted. Wait. Look at the turtles. Look, the turtle's stuck now that it's on land. What in the world is going on? It's just like the legend said. The tide-ebbing pearls controlling the tide to make the path through the ocean. This is mad. Nagasaki Bay is at least 20 meters deep. I can't even imagine how much water must be displacing to do this. Why are divine spirits always so completely insane? Oh! Now I see. Okay then. There it is. Nice work, manager. You didn't hesitate for a moment. The treasure pearls have opened the gate of Wadatsumi. All we have to do is draw out every last bit of power, then add ours to it. Okay. Here we go, Chica. Follow my lead. I'm doing this too? Oh man, oh man. Okay, got it. Starlit. Marmalade. Funny name. What? Ah! Damn, seriously? They actually got the giant turtle. Wow, high schoolers today are really something else. Was it all thanks to the command spells powering it up? No, it was more than that. I think they were using magical energy directly from the next world. That can't be right. The spirit origin couldn't possibly endure the strain. Let's get down to the ground and go see. Wait, don't disembark just yet. Is that? No, it can't be. I think I overdid it. Yeah, I'm pretty worn out. Well, duh. That's what happens when you push yourself so hard. So, hey, I'd kind of like to get out of here now. How do we go back to our own selves? I'd like to do that too, but I think we should wait. We still have to face him. Him? You've really done it now, Isora. This is exactly why you can never let your guard down around Wadatsumi gods like you. Mr. Umisachi, I'm impressed. That girl's strike just now was truly magnificent. I won't be able to use spirits anymore. I'll never be able to assume that turtle's form again. So I'll just have to be content with the one that I managed to absorb myself. Are you nuts? You still haven't given up? Of course not. I may have failed to open the gate to Wadatsumi no Miya, but I've at least finally gotten warmed up. Ah, but what a shame. It looks as though your spirit origin is on the verge of collapse as well. It seems this final battle is going to be quite dull. Stop the match! Hibino, Katsuragi. Manager, you guys, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get against us. Good, good. That's more like it. Come at me, all of you at once. You can all bear witness to my final rampage. Yeah, hold on. just in case, because you never know. Am I getting a little frame drop? I'm connected to the right internet, right? Yeah, it should be fine. I got 20% drop frames. That's insane. Hold on. I'll probably record this.
そう焼き焦がすもの川旅に去りて黄昏より来たのは深海を発し空へと駆け上がる聖火を焦がすスターリット・マーマレードそこトラ逃げないで行けるぞ紫道引きの手鋭い馴染んできた
他にやることないのかこういうのどうだ
みんなゆる歌うようにそう光り輝くものソプテとなりカウルアなり天皇なりしるべなき世界のしるべ漆黒を吹かせスターリット・マーマレード不意につければはっやるよはっ満たせ閉じるはあ鋭い
他にやることないの
心に残る精密いい出来です光より鋭く星が君歌うように神域の技をここにチカちゃんコントロール任せたうおーいなんだその無茶ぶりえいそのスイッチだいっけーくすぶったこんにちはじゃなくてさようなら龍脈昇格兵装装填ラウンドランス並列抜病祈りの槍救済の剣ここに罪を流す光となれフォースウィル・キャメロット重い緩やかな町はお呼びですか踏みつければゲート・オブ・アバルモルディール危ない楽しめましたかそれはよかった私もとても有意義でした
トトトトトト Take this. Well done. We did it. We beat a divine spirit on our own. On our own. Jesus Christ. Hell yeah, we did it, Professor Malochi. We're the GOAT. This is the power of friendship, baby. Whoa, wait, I never said anything about friendship. Mr. Umisachi? Worry not. I'm well and truly spent this time. Now that was a proper battle. Here, a reward for the victor. Use it as you lot see fit. The Holy Grail. That was a good battle. It made my heart dance. I gave it all I had. I still lost. I have no regrets. This is far better than being cursed and flooded. I never want to lose so pathetically ever again. Then you mean... Hey, Umisachihiko. I'm curious about something. Do you resent your brother? No? Why? Why? I mean, come on. He cursed you. Used the treasure pearls on you. It really doesn't seem fair, right? If you want to win, you do whatever it takes. That's what he did. And he beat me. There's nothing else to it. Although I suppose I do regret that I wasn't able to fight him at full strength. I think he was disappointed as well. Well, if we ever did fight again, I have no doubt I would win. Ugh, I swear this god is such a pain in the ass. You can't say things like that, Nagiko. Well said, Umisachi. Babu! Dr. Ball? But I thought the turtle ate you. What happened? Were you freed when Iwabuni disappeared? Not that I'm glad you're alright, but still. Thank you, Umisachi. You used the Holy Grail's power to keep Ine and me safe, didn't you? For all your foul talk, you're far too soft on humans. Ume. Enough of that. You don't mean it. Besides, I told you I don't care for such sappy talk. I just didn't want the guilt of knowing I let my master die. That's all. You're tsundere. What's that? That was a fine duel, Umisachi. You truly are a man of the sea, with a heart big enough to match. In my capacity as your master, I failed to make full use of your capabilities. For that, I'm sorry. Still, I'm glad it was you I summoned. Yeah, I guess it wasn't all that bad. If you ever wanted to summon me again, I wouldn't mind answering your call. No, that won't be happening. Lord Siebold. Thank you, Otohime. You a great deal as well. How is Otaku-san? Is she well? Oh yes, she's fine, but she's eagerly waiting for the two of you to return. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Otohime, would you help me apologize to her? Boo? Teehee, absolutely not. Now then, Hibiki? No. Serious. You're using the tide-webbing pearl's power to part the sea now, yes? Uh-huh. Leaving the bottom of the sea all dry like this can't be good. It's time you put things back to the way they were. I'm going to stay here. You should go back to your ship. Huh? What are you saying? If you stay here, you'll drown once the sea is back to normal. Unless you'd be okay since you're a servant. No, I'll still drown. Even as a god, I've been vulnerable to water ever since I was cursed. Pathetic, isn't it? A fisherman who can't even go in the ocean. Be that as it may, I'm still a man of the sea. I'm gonna end my existence as a servant. I wanted to be in the ocean. Hang on a second. You're asking us to leave you to die? Doesn't mean we can't actually do it. No, don't say that. As you can see, I don't have much time left anyway. Oh. Come on, Chica. We need to take everyone else back to the ship. Mr. Umisachi. I was right. You really aren't a bad god. Even at the end, you're still throwing me off. Alright. Go on already. Thibault. Yes, Umisachi? That infant on your back. You said her name was Ine? Raise her well. It's the blessing you give at times like this. May you always be in good health, free from illness. Anyways, you have it now. Take it with gratitude. Goo. Thank you, Umisachiko. Umisachiko. Farewell, noble god from a foreign land. Hey, the star inside me. Oh man, the connection is pretty bad. I'll have to go back and look at this to make sure it's not like all fucked. I guess I'll just keep recording. Whew, we finally made it. Feels like forever since I set foot on land. Don't exaggerate. It hasn't even been a day. Doctor. Well, Doc-san, I'm sorry to make you worry about... Shut up! Yes! The classic paper fan slap? Damn right I was worried about you, Doctor. Can you imagine how worried I was? And you even took Ine with you. I'm a patient woman, Doctor, but I still have my limits. Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Nagiko. Sup? I take back what I said earlier. I finally feel like I'm standing on solid ground again, too. Right? Everyone's okay, and we got the Holy Grail, too. All that's left now is going back to Chaldea. Alright, guess that's mean this is goodbye then. You know, it's strange. This minute singularity has been nothing but trouble, and yet there's a part of me that'll be sad to see it go. Manager! What's up? This is all taken care of now, right? We should throw a rap party to celebrate it. I'll be hungry because today we're gonna show you what we can really do in the kitchen. Right, Ototo? Otohime. Lord Blair. I know I've caused a great deal of trouble for you and everyone else. I know I have no right to ask you this, but do you think you could find it in your heart to stay just one more night? I'm still hoping I can find some way to express my gratitude to you. Sure. We did promise to make sweet things together. Oh yes, that sounds wonderful. It will be a collaboration symbolizing our shared love. Wait, when did I say that? Now that's settled. There's no time to waste. Let's find an establishment we can reserve right away. Then we can get to work. As long as it's not our cafe, Croc. You're welcome to use our house. We can make it a true banquet, a night of merriment for all those to come together to drink, celebrate, and enjoy themselves. And I include us in everyone as well. Seabold. I'll be leaving tomorrow. This will be my last night here. So if nothing else, I would like to spend it with a big smile on my face. Where'd Chikachi run up to? Chica? She's still recovering from her seasickness. Oh, gotcha. You two have been, without a doubt, the least servant-like servants I've ever seen. Doctor, will you promise not to laugh at me if I ask you a ridiculous question? Of course. What is it, Otak-san? There's something about you now that seems different from the doctor I know. It's as though you've lived for days, years, decades beyond this point, and came back to Ine and me as a much older man in a young man's body. You have, haven't you? What makes you think that? After all the time we spent together, I guess I can just tell. You used to leave carrying Ine entirely to me. Now I can hardly tear you away from her. I can't help but to feel as if you're trying to make up for lost time. I suppose you got me there. Otak-san, truth is, Doctor, please tell me, after you go back to your home country, do we ever see each other again? Yes. Yes, of course we do. I promise you I will return. Although I'm afraid it won't be for a long time. A very, very long time. That's alright. I'm glad I just got to hear that. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have spent many of my days to come grieving your absence. But now that I know you'll return to me one day, I'm sure I'll be able to go on no matter what life has in store. But Otak-san, you may end up forgetting everything I've just told you, or that I was even here at all. Oh? Do you really think I could forget you even if I tried, Doctor? Right. That's right. I've always forgotten what kind of person you were myself, Otak-san. Otaki. Thank you. I was dangerously close to sticking my nose where it didn't belong. It took me a long time, but I finally understand. The only beautiful peaceful country I need is you, Otaki. Wherever you are, there too is my beautiful, peaceful country. Doctor? Are you leaving me again? I'm afraid this is farewell for now, Otak-san. Please, take care of yourself. And take care of Ine as well, until I can see you both once more. Baba? I wonder if Dr. Ball's left by now. Oh, I hope he didn't make Otaki cry. So Mr. Seabold, Otaki, and Ine won't be able to see each other again for another 30 years. Be okay, right? History's not going to change in a way that keeps them apart forever, right? This minute singularity is already repaired. History will continue as it should now, unaltered. Speaking of which, we can't stay here forever either. It won't be long before everything goes back to the way it was meant to be. Oh, I was hoping to try a Nagasaki specialty like champon or tara udon before we left. Don't be ridiculous. None of that exists in this time. You realize that if you thought for 2 seconds, you mitochondria? What was that? How about you and I settle things once and for all before we disappear, you piss poor excuse for a god? You think you can lay a hand on me? I'm a 3D projection, remember? Why, you dirty little... Chica, Isora. Don't try to stop me, Hibiki. I'm finally gonna tear this jackass a new one. I wasn't trying to stop you. Look. Hey. Yuta? Move it, Croc. We want to leave this place neater than we found it, Croc. Croc, Croc, Croc. I don't know how I'm going to bring myself to say goodbye, Lord Flair. I think I'll never see you again. Sniff, sniff. Otohime. So here's an idea. What if you use that holy grail you just collected to stay here forever? We could open up a small sweet shop together and live here happily ever after. We'll want at least enough children to make our own baseball team, of course, and... I'm sorry, I can't. Teehee, don't worry, I'm just joking. The real Lady Kiyohime is waiting for you back at Chaldea, right? Will you pass how grateful I am for her for letting me use her spirit origin? And also, would you please take good care of her from me? I do care for her, but... Oh, Lord Flair. If you ask me, a little white lie isn't such a bad thing in moments like this. Oh, that was sooner than I expected. Bye-bye, Croc. Where are we going, Croc? Well, Lord Flair, it seems this is really goodbye. I'm sure you can find pictures of me in many illustrated storybooks. But I hope you remember that Otohime you met here existed just for you. So, did you miss me after I was gone? I know it. You never could do anything on your own. But hey, you're okay now, right? Yeah, I think I am. Good. Yuta, I'm pretty sure you and I are heading to two very different places. I'll probably never get to see you again. But I have to go all the same. I know. That's okay. That's where you meant to be, Sora. Goodbye, Yuta. Goodbye, Sora. Welcome back. So, did you finish saying your goodbyes? Well, this is me we're talking about, so I'd say it went pretty well. Are you glad you got to see her one last time? I am. Although I still want to know what the heck she was. Exactly. She wasn't a ghost, right? The gate swallowed her along with the turtle, so He must have been released along with it when Umisachihiko broke the seal on it. I'd guess she was the same kind of being as those soldiers composed from wrath. Out of this world, only able to remain a short while. Who cares? All that matters to me is that I got to say goodbye. Now then. Chikagi, Hibiki. I think it's time you and I said our goodbyes as well. Huh? But we're your pseudo-servants, right? Does this mean you're firing us? No, not at all. I'm just saying this is the last time I will show myself like this. I only appeared in the first place because of how unusual this situation is. Normally I shouldn't be out here in the open like this. So from now on, I'm gonna let you two handle the servant stuff and just stick to being the god behind the curtain. Then we'll never get to talk to you like this again. You may not be able to see or hear me, but I'll still always be with you both. I'm looking forward to learning all about the outside world through your eyes. So you're gonna be with us all the time? Great, just great. We're a package deal now. Like it or not, for my part, I hope you never change either. Well, there you have it. Bye. That was kind of anticlimactic. I'm sure he'll pop up again when we least expect it. He's like that. All that aside, now that I stopped and think about this, it's a lot to take in. I mean, me? A servant and a vessel for an actual god? I'm just a regular person. I don't know if I can handle all that. Personally, I'm kind of happy about this. The two of us make a single servant, right? So, it'll always be together when we're called into action. And as long as we're together, I don't think we need to be afraid of anything. You know, sometimes you're so easygoing, it kind of worries me. But I guess that's okay. If we're stuck together, I can live like that. Huh? I guess this means it's time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for everything. Wow, don't worry about it. Yes, we owe you our thanks as well. We couldn't have done this without your help. Oh, you know, I've been meaning to ask. Servants were originally famous people, right? So who did you two used to be? Wow, not telling. Why not? Trust me, you two would just be as disappointed to learn her true name on so many levels. If you really want to know who I am, I'll tell you the next time we meet. So you'd be better come see us again sometime, Hikachi and Hikibichi. Hibikichi. Okay. Later, Nagiko. Later, Waver. Right. Yes, I suppose we may meet again sometime. Though I might look a little different than you remember. I heard drinking milk will help you grow taller. That's just an old wives' tale. Besides, I wasn't referencing to my height. Oh, right. Manager? Yeah? Were we helpful? Even just a little? We couldn't have done this without you. Oh, good. Well, I guess hanging out with you has been kind of fun. If you hadn't shown up, we might still be stuck selling dumplings. Don't say things like that. Yo, one last thing. If you can't do this for any reason, that's fine, but you guys sounds like you could use all the help you can get, right? If you end up needing ours, go ahead and call on us. Are you sure? After everything we've been through? Of course I'm sure. You'll always be welcome at Chaldea. You hear that, Chica? I can't wait. Well, until we meet again. I can tell for a fact that this thing disconnected because it just said so on the corner. That was nice. All right, we're not done yet. We still have the epilogue. And this is, I'm assuming, where I get the Holy Grail and then also can level them up. Bro? Damn, I was so shocked seeing you two together. I accidentally did a double take. What are you up to today? Huh? Prof? I know she's dressed as kind of wild, but she's a good kid at heart. I don't know what she did to piss you off, but go easy on her, okay? Huh? Damn, you must have really screwed up. How come you got called to the principal's office? Hey, so like, I mean, I figured you could use a good scolding, but I gotta know, like, what did you do to earn it, though? What's the deal? Why does everyone think I'm going in for detention or something? We're just having a little rap party to celebrate making it back from the race shift. I suppose it goes to show that what goes around comes around. Also, this isn't a rap party. I was just having a smoke when you sat down. Uninvited, I might add. Oh, come on, bro. Don't be like that. We just got back from fixing a singularity together, right? Not to mention that whenever I'm with you, I can feel Ashia Domang eyeing me with a certain amount of pity. It kind of pisses me off. I bet Mambo-chan was just jelly about being left out of the fun. So we'll just have to invite him to join us whenever you go out for some fun later. Nagiko, please don't bother Lord Zhu Liang too much. In fact, now that I think of it, you didn't make too much trouble for him during your race shift, did you? Hey, that's crazy talk, Kaoruchi. I wish you could have seen it. There were the mood maker, the tactician, and our special guest star high school girls dropping sharks left and right, like pow. Stop, please. No one will understand a word of this if you're gonna describe it that way. Still, it's true. The Shonagon was a big help. I probably would have had a hard time resolving that singularity without her and the other two. See? That grin, so bright. I see. Curse from Owadatsume no Kami. It sounds like a curse of eternal absolute dominance. One that curses not only the person, but all their descendants as well. Truth be told, I can't blame this Umisachihiko person for wanting to use the Holy Grail to be free of it. Sachi's actual wish was even simpler than that. Though, it was a really nasty curse. That's for sure. I must say, after hearing that story, I can't help but to wonder. Why did Yamasachihiko need to curse his brother in the first place? Good point. It was Yamasachihiko who forced the exchange of the bow and the fishhook. He was also the one who lost it. So his actions in response to his older brother's anger would seem to be somewhat disproportionate. Oh. I've actually got a theory about this. You two mind being my sounding board? You mean a theory about why Umisachihiko ended up so cursed, Nagiko? Oh well, I guess there's no harm in hearing you out. Go on then, let's have it. Okay, I was hoping for some actual enthusiasm, but I'll take it. Okay, so according to Japan's big creation myth, the god Susanoo ruled the sea after Japan first formed, right? But then he went to Hahanokuni and there was no one around to take over his job for a while. And eventually, Wadatsumi no Kami stepped up and became the new ruler of the sea, right? So then that went on until Amaterasu's grandson, Ninigi no Mikoto, came into the world. This new god, along with his family, which included Sachi Bros, went on to rule the earth. The Odawatsumi no Kami must have been worried sick that Umi Sachihiko in particular, who one day tried to encroach on his sea territory. He knew that Amaterasu's descendants were already ruling the land, so he figured it was only a matter of time until they tried to expand their rule to sea as well. So when he just happened to hear about strife between Sachi Bros, he came up with a plan. He would just take advantage of the younger brother, Yamasachihiko, the cursed Umi Sachihiko, who lived in harmony with the sea, with a body that could no longer survive in the water. Yamasachihiko would then go on to marry Odawatsumi no Kami's daughter, but they end up splitting up at the end, right? So now Umi Sachihiko can no longer go in the ocean, and the boundary connecting the land and sea has been closed off. That made the sea an impenetrable realm no one could ever steal from its ruler. That's how can I put this? I think it seems a little bit preposterous. You do? Ah, I should have known. An unwitting pawn in someone else's game. Maybe Umi Sachihiko really did sense something in the Seabold that reminded him of himself. Perhaps that was why a divine spirit who normally wouldn't obey a human's command decided to answer his summons. Or perhaps not. Come on now, Lord Zhuge-Liang. Don't you start humoring this nonsense too. Hey, Professor Melochi, can I ask you something? People got to see Otaki and Ine again 30 years later, right? You think Umi Sachihiko will ever get his wish to visit Owadatsumi no Kami? And get to see his loved ones again at some point? Oh, I almost forgot. Today's Tanabata, isn't it? The day when we wear a cowherd cross, a bridge formed by magpies so they could be together for just one night. And those two can be reunited, even temporarily, because someone wished for it. Maybe Umi Sachihiko will get the miracle of his own one day too. Maybe. Da Vinci looks like a cat mesmerized by outer space. I guess she has a lot on her mind after all the race-shift issues. Okay, better snap out of it. I can't afford to be freezing up over this kind of stuff. Not with swimsuit season, just around the corner. So, for the time being, I'm glad to see you back and safe and sound, player. I'm sorry for putting you through yet another ordeal. The Minute Singularity is all repaired now, and the city of Nagasaki is back to its proper historical course. Da Vinci, can I ask you a question? Seabold and Otaki did get to see each other again eventually, right? Yes, in 1859, 39 years from the last race ship. Seabold's banishment's lifted, and he does return to Japan to see Otaki again, along with his new family. His new family? And you mean... I guess it just goes to show, life isn't a fairy tale. Otaki had a hard life, raising a mixed child in an era that was much more hostile to such things. And of course, Seabold was banished, unable to return to Japan. Both were young and they were never formally married. They couldn't have wait around for each other to begin living their lives. Yes, I suppose you're right. We can't keep moving forward. We always focus on what's behind us. I'm not sure about that. Huh? Yeah, that's true. Nothing lasts forever, but that doesn't mean that what we build disappears entirely. Otaki did a great job raising her and Seabold's child. A child went on to become a doctor just like her father. The same is true for Seabold, who never stopped calling for Japan to open its borders even after he left. So, I like to think that the desire to see each other again gave them both strength to keep living their lives. But then, maybe it's just me being romantic. No, not at all. I like to think that's the same. And I think it's the same must be true for Orihime and Hikoboshi as well. Orihime? Oh, right. I've actually been thinking about the story of Tanabata ever since I heard about it. I heard it, senpai. In particular, I've been thinking about how the lovers must spend the year while they're apart. At first, I thought they must have been desperately sad being forced to spend a whole year without each other. But I see now that there's more to it than that. They have a faith that they'll see each other again, and that gives them the strength to keep going. I think that must have been the same for Seabold and Otaki too. I'm sure it was. Alright, today's Tanabata, isn't it? Emmy has been cooking up a storm to celebrate. Why don't you two go enjoy a feast? I'll open up the simulator too, in case you want to see the stars. It won't be quite the same, but hey, it's better than nothing. Thank you, Da Vinci. Welcome back, Master. It's me, your Kiyohime. Congratulations on another job well done. The Tanabata feast is all ready. Why don't you come with me to the cafeteria and... Hold up. Yes? Why are you dressed like that? Oh, this? When I woke up today, I was already wearing it. While we were apart, I figured something incredible must have happened. Her undying love transformed me into my ultimate form. Is that not the case? I don't even... Would you please take good care of her for me? For me. For me. Does this mean Otohime Kiyohime's obsession was so powerful it actually affected Kiyohime all the way from the throne? Seriously? Yikes. Wah! Now what is it? It looks like a new minute singularity has just appeared. Already? Oh, come on. It's happening on Easter Island in the Pacific Ocean, the ones with the Moai statues. We're getting a clear signal on the monitor. It looks like there's writing on the ground. SOS. Help us, manager. What? Is that code for something? Senpai? Why are you smiling? I think those are friends of mine. Huh? Friends, you say? You'll see. Be back soon. Really? That's a new one. Whew. Okay. We have our message all set. But do you think he'll see it? Of course. Great work. Don't worry. He'll find us in no time. I know it. Hey. If you're done over there, then come give me a hand already. Moa, Moa, Moa. How dare you heretics intrude on our holy land. We're going to sacrifice you to the King Moai for this. King Moai. What? Don't listen to them. That's no Moai statue. All right, Hibiki. And, what's your face with the green hair? It's Asumi no Isora time. Shouldn't you know that my damn name by now? What are you doing just showing up here like it's no biggie anyway? Come on, chica. Let's do something. Let's do this thing. Manager, come and get us already. Oh, they straight up fully remember everything. I'm really happy that we got a copy of her now then. You know what? Just to kind of. Alright, this is the one that we're gonna farm. Alright, anyways, before we end things up on this video, how about... No, wrong one. She should be really high up here. Like right at the... Oh no, they're at H? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Oh my god. That's on me for being a dummy here, but... Oof, I wish they would, kind of sort this out to be better. Why are you like all the way here? Oh my god. You're literally called Asumi no Isora. I know it's Hibiki and Chiaki, but still.
召喚ありがとうございます。安住のいそらです。あー、待って待って、合ってます。ご注文これで合ってますから。なんと私たち神様のよりしろになっちゃったんですよ。すごいですよね。私は日々の響き、そしてこっちがお友達の。ああ、桂木千景だ。です。こんなのが代理で申し訳ない。何かと面倒をかけると思うけど、まあ今後ともよろしくってことで。ではでは改めまして、召喚に応じて参上いたしました。二人合わせて安住のいそら、精一杯お仕事頑張ります。
Okay, there we go, yeah. And I guess I'll finish this up by maxing them out.
Yeah. 神霊安住のいそらの持つもう一つの姿、君たちがシリウスと呼ぶあの星が神格化された存在、響も千景もいそらも今はみんなここにいる。僕らが君の力になる。共に行こうマスター。ありがとう。
This will finish that. Oh, they're back to this.
私らも少しはマシになったんじゃないか。店長さんのおかげだね。たくさんお世話してくれて本当にありがとう。なんだよ、イソラがどうしたって。ああ、そっか。あいつも一応ここにいるんだよな。そうだよ、私たちは一心同体、仲良しで最強でご利益満載のチームだもんね。神様パワーでこのまま世界のピンチも救っちゃおう。いや、そのくくり方は反論したくもあるが、まあそうだな。全部片付いて帰れる時まではこいつに付き合ってやるのも悪くないかな、店長。
That's nice.
Arigato. そろそろクエストに戻る？いいよ。
All right, folks. I'm gonna end it here. This extended a little bit longer than I was hoping. But the event is really not over, right? There's still technically 12 days to the event. I'm gonna farm like crazy, and then we'll be back to do the challenge quest and maybe some other like dumb things. But yeah, folks, this is Golden Arcadia. Thank you for tuning in, whether it be on stream or after stream is over. I genuinely do appreciate it. And yeah, this is Golden Arcadia signing out. Bye. See